Konnichiwa, Sanzo desu. Today we will look at how to book a doctor's appointment. Now, this is very useful in case you study abroad or you live in a foreign country or you have a business trip and you get sick. Sometimes you have no choice but to see a doctor. So today I just want to give you a few phrases that you can use in this situation, and we hope you don't have to use them, but if you need to use them, you can. All right, let's start. Okay, so this is a beginner's lesson, level 3, how to make an appointment. There will be other lessons. If you have something you don't understand, probably the answer will be there, so please check in very soon. First of all, let's look at the lesson plan for today. We will start by looking at a picture and describing the picture. Then we will have a dialogue between two people. We'll look at new words and new phrases. We'll practice a little bit and we'll finish with a role play. Please look at this picture. What do you see in this picture? So if you're at home or in your train or car, please stop the video. If you have space, or you can take some paper, write down, describe the picture. What do you see? So pause the video and then come back. Okay, so let me ask you a few questions, and if you're alone, if you can, please answer them, in real time. It might be a bit strange, but this is also speaking practice for you. So, who is in the picture? What is she doing? What is her job? Where does she work? Who is on the phone with her? Who is the woman speaking with, talking to? Why? What does she say? Okay, you can you can go back to the video a few times. Try to take your time to answer these questions. All right, please look at the following dialogue with me. I will read this one time. Try to follow along as I read. There are two people. Kayla. Kayla is a receptionist at a doctor's office. Okay, the receptionist is the person who answers the phone, who welcomes people to the doctor's office. Okay, that's her job. And John is feeling sick today. So John is calling Kayla. Good morning, Dr. Stevenson's office. How may I help you? Hi, this is John Morris. I'd like to make an appointment to see a doctor, please. Sure. When would you like to come in? I have a terrible stomachache, so I'd like to come as soon as possible. Well, I can fit you in at 10:30 today. Is that good for you? Yes, that's good, thank you. Great. May I have your name again, please? John Morris. Is that N for Nagano? No, it's M as in Michigan. O-R-R-I-S as in Switzerland. Thank you, Mr. Morris. So, You have an appointment at 10:30 with Dr. Stevenson. Don't forget to call us if you can't make it. All right. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Okay. That's it for the dialogue. Let's look at a few things first. Um, please look at these words that I put in blue. We have sure, well, okay, great, I see, so, all right. Now, these words don't are not very useful if I write a text. If I write a document, I will not put these words. But because they are talking, this is a conversation between Kayla and John. When people talk, they often use these small words to fill space. This is very natural to do. This is in a conversation you will see that a lot. Okay? For example, Kayla says, "Sure, when would you like to come in?" She could say, "Okay, when would you like to come in?" She could say, "Great, when would you like to come in?" Kayla also says, "I see, thank you, Mr. Morris." She could also say, "All right, thank you, Mr. Morris." Or, "Well, thank you, Mr. Morris." You can switch these words. Just try to use these in conversation if you can. Let's read the dialogue together now. I would like you to read John's part, and I will read Kayla's part. Okay, so I will be the receptionist, then you will read John's part. Please try to read it aloud. All right? Try to speak. Let's start. Good morning, Dr. Stevenson's office. How may I help you? Sure. When would you like to come in? Well, I can fit you in at 10:30 today. Is that good for you? Great. May I have your name again, please? Is that N for Nagano? Thank you, Mr. Morris. So, you have an appointment at 10:30 with Dr. Stevenson. Don't forget to call us if you can't make it. Goodbye. Very nice. Now, in this dialogue, I know there are a few words that are difficult, so we'll see them together. First word is an appointment. An appointment is a booking, all right? A plan to meet someone. For example, you can say, I have an appointment with Mr. Smith at 12 o'clock. It means I will meet Mr. Smith at 12 o'clock. I will have a meeting with him. He knows I am coming. Come in. All right. Kayla in the dialogue says, when would you like to come in? Come in is a phrasal verb because there's two parts in the verb. There's come and in. Now, it means the same thing as to come. In this case, I could say, well, when would you like to come? That's fine. However, people use a lot come in if you want to come inside a room, inside an office. For example, if someone comes to your door, you will say, well, please come in. Welcome. Please come in. You could also ask a question. Excuse me, can I come in? Can I come inside your room? Can I come in? Next word is terrible. Terrible, maybe you have heard this before. It just means very bad. terrible is very bad. For example, this movie is terrible. Think about a very bad movie. That's a terrible movie. Something you don't like to say. Or the weather is terrible. Like in winter, or there is heavy rain. It's terrible weather. And finally, a stomachache is when your stomach is in pain. You have pains in your stomach. For example, you can say, I have a stomachache. My stomach is in pain. Like John in the dialogue, he says, I have a terrible stomachache. Now, these are the new words. There are also phrases that you can look at. First phrase, how may I help you? Or what can I do for you? All right. In this dialogue, Kayla says, how may I help you? You could also say, how can I help you? All right. It just means, I want to help you. Tell me how. Can I help you? Do you need help? And another way to say that is, what can I do for you? Also very natural to say, what can I do for you? Next phrase, to make an appointment. To make an appointment is when you plan a meeting. All right? It's the time when you decide a meeting. So you can make an appointment to see a doctor. You can make an appointment with Mr. Smith. Okay? Next phrase, to have an appointment. This is different from making an appointment because you have an appointment you already planned. This is finished. You will meet someone. Okay? So for example, I made an appointment with Mr. Smith, so now I have an appointment with Mr. Smith. Sometimes, if you go to the doctor's office, they will ask you, do you have an appointment? Did you plan before coming? Next phrase, as soon as possible. Now, maybe you know soon, and maybe you know possible. But together, this is a very useful phrase. It just means very soon. I want this very soon. I want this as soon as possible. If you take the first letter of each of these words, you will get ASAP. As soon as possible. This is another way to say it. ASAP, ASAP, both okay. For example, can you finish your work ASAP? Can you finish your work as soon as possible? I need to go ASAP. I need to go now ASAP. This is very important that I go. The phrase. Alright, in the dialogue, Kayla says, well, I can fit you in at 10:30. Now this is a little bit difficult, so let's look at a schedule. This is your schedule. You are very busy. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 11:30, you are busy. But you have one space, one time when you're free. Okay? This is not a big space because you're busy, but you're free at 10:30. So what you will do is fit you in this time spot. You fit the appointment here. You fit the meeting here. I can fit you in at 10:30. Maybe not at 10 o'clock. Maybe not at 11 o'clock. But 10:30, yeah, you can fit in this time. Next phrase, is that good for you? Just means, is it okay? Okay? For example, Is 12 o'clock good for you? Is 12 o'clock okay? Can you come at 12 o'clock? And then John says, yes, that's good. Or, no, that's not good. Next one is, may I have your name? May I have your name again? This is a very nice way to say, can you tell me your name? What is your name? Please tell me your name. All right. Kayla doesn't know John, so she says, may I have your name, please? May I have your name again? And finally, this is another very important thing. If you can't make it, please call us. Don't forget to tell us if you can't make it. This is what Kayla says at the end of the dialogue. Now, make it just means to succeed, to get a goal, to achieve a goal. Okay, let's look at a few examples of how you could use it. This is a bicycle race. What do you want to do in a bicycle race? You want to win, maybe, or you want to finish the race. My goal is to finish the race. So if I succeed, I finish the race. I want to make it to the finish line. I want to succeed with my goal. Finish the race. I want to make it to the finish line. Another example. You will go to a meeting, but you are late. You need to hurry. What is your goal here? Okay, the goal is to arrive on time. So think about how you could use make it here. I want to. I made it on time to my wedding. This is one example. To my meeting, sorry. The wedding is later. The meeting first. I made it on time to my meeting. I succeeded in my goal. All right. So when Kayla says, if you can't make it to your appointment, please call us. It means if you can't come, you make an appointment with your doctor. Your goal is to come to the appointment. So if you can't make it, if you can't come, please tell us. Don't forget. All right. Let's practice. I want to see my doctor. So please finish this sentence. I want to see my doctor. So, what do I need? I need to. This is one of the new phrases that we saw earlier. So if you can't remember, you can look at the paper again. I want to see my doctor, so I need to. Next phrase. I will meet my doctor tomorrow. I already have a plan to meet my doctor tomorrow. So, I have with my doctor tomorrow. What is the word that we need to put here? I have with my doctor tomorrow. Next word. This is an important document. I need it very soon. Very soon. Please give me the document. There is more than one thing you can say here. Please give me the document. And finally, I hope you can come to my wedding. Your goal is to come to my wedding. I hope you can wedding. I need 4 words here. I hope you can. Wedding. Okay, so do you think you have all the answers? Let's look. First of all, I want to see my doctor, so I need to make an appointment to see my doctor. Did you have the right answer? Okay. I will meet my doctor tomorrow, so I already have the plan. So I have an appointment with my doctor tomorrow. I have a meeting. I have a booking with my doctor tomorrow. This is an important document. I need it very soon. So please give me the document as soon as possible. Hurry, hurry, hurry. I need it as soon as possible. Please give me the document ASAP. ASAP. And finally, the last one. I hope you can come to my wedding. I hope you can make it to my wedding. Okay? I hope you can come to your appointment at the doctor. I hope you can make it to your appointment. I hope you can make it to my wedding. Okay? Perfect. Let's look at another thing in the dialogue. Here are some phrases that I put in blue. Let's look at them. Okay, we have how may I help you? I'd like to make an appointment. When would you like to come in? I have a terrible stomachache, so I would like to come as soon as possible. And may I have your name again, please? So we have may I, I'd like, would you like. How do you feel about these phrases? Are these phrases that you use with your friends, with your family, with your boss? Okay, let's rest the dialogue. Now, there are some phrases in English that you will use with your friends, with your family, and some phrases that you will use in a business place or with a stranger, someone you don't know. So, for example, formal phrases, nice phrases, polite phrases, teine, and casual phrases, more informal, not formal. So let's look. In the formal phrases, we have may I, may I. Also, you could say could I, could I. And finally, more casual, can I. Let's look at a few examples of how you can use them. May I help you? Do you remember this phrase? How may I help you? You also have, may I have some salt, please? For example, you're in a dinner with some business people and you ask them, may I have some salt, please? Very polite, a nice way to ask. Now, if I want to use could I, so may I help you will become could I help you? May I have some salt, please? Will become could I have some salt, please? This is also very nice, no problem. You can use this with your boss most of the time. And finally, can I? Now, can I, another example is, can I have your name? Do you remember in the phrase, please tell me your name? Can I have your name? Or can I make an appointment? These are the new phrases that we have. Can I have your name? Can I make an appointment? Now, May I and could I are fine. Can I sometimes is a little bit too casual. So today we will not use it. We will use the polite phrases because we are making requests. Please help me. So you need to be nice. Another informal thing that we saw was I would like. Now, I would like is very polite. It's a nice way to ask something. It's the same thing as I want, but I want is more direct. It's strong. It's a strong way to ask. For example, I would like. So in the dialogue, you can see a few phrases. Here's one. I'd like to make an appointment. I'd like to make an appointment. Or another one. I would like some salt, please. I'd like some salt, please. What do you want? I would like some salt, please. And I want, alright, so you can use I want to make an appointment and I want to see a movie. That's what I want. Now, these for today are a little bit too strong. We will not use I want. Maybe you could use I need to make an appointment. I have a stomachache, so I need to make an appointment. I have no choice. But today, let's use I would like. Just to be safe. I would like. Let's practice again. Okay, here's the practice. I'll give you a sentence. Can I make an appointment? Is it formal or casual? That's right. Can I is more casual. So please, you can pause the video anytime, alright, if you need more time to think. But please, make this sentence more polite. Okay, two things you could say here. For example, you could say, could I make an appointment, please? Or, may I make an appointment, please? Okay, another example. I want to see a doctor tomorrow. I want to see a doctor tomorrow. This is polite or casual? Right. If you have I want, this is a little bit strong, a bit casual, too strong. So please try again to make it more polite. Okay, here's an example. I would like to see a doctor tomorrow. And when you speak, you'll say, I'd like to see a doctor tomorrow. Next example. Can I come in at 4 p.m.? Can I come in at 4 p.m.? Could you make this more casual? Well, more formal, please? Alright, you could say, may I come in at 4 p.m.? Alright, or could I come in at 4 p.m.? Maybe a little bit more natural. Could I come in at 4 p.m.? May I come in, please? It's fine. And finally, last one. Can I have your name, please? This one, you should know how to change it. So please make it more polite. Alright. Can I have your name, please? May I have your name, please? Do you remember? This is one of the new phrases from today. May I have your name, please? Okay. Finish for practice too. Let's look at one more thing. When you spell your name. So Kayla in the dialogue says, could you spell your name for me, please? What does John say? Morris. M-O-R-R-I-S. Sometimes people ask directly, could you spell your name, please? Or sometimes you will hear this. May I have your name, please? First, may I have your name? John Morris. Oh, and how do you spell that? Oh, how do you spell your last name? Only the last name. John, I know. But last name? Morris. Morris. So how do you spell your name? Okay. Let's look at one thing that's very important. Pay attention. If you spell a word or your name on the phone, there are some letters that are difficult to hear, difficult to know. For example, M and N, Morris and Norris. It's very close. Another sound that is difficult to hear on the phone is B and V, Brazil and Venezuela. T and D, and finally, especially for some Japanese speakers, R and L. If someone is named Larry or Randy, it's a little bit difficult to hear. So there is a trick to explain this clearly. If you look at the dialogue, what does John do to spell his name correctly to make sure Kayla understands? Alright, he says M as in Michigan. Alright, so you need to use a word that starts with M and that is very famous. So I put M as in Mickey Mouse. Everybody knows Mickey Mouse. So I don't get confused. There is another way to say that. Did you see it in the dialogue? Yes. B for Venezuela. M for Mickey Mouse. Now both are fine. The first one is a little bit more common. Let's practice. Someone is named Michihiro Tanaka. So two things. I could spell my name very, very clearly. Oh, T as in tennis, A as in apple, N as in Nagano, A for apple, K as in koala, A as in apple. Or, here we really have two letters that are difficult. So instead of spelling it like this, like a robot, I'll just say Michihiro Tanaka, T as in tennis, A, N as in Nagano, A, K, A. Again, T as in tennis, A, N as in Nagano, A, K, A. I only read the difficult letters more carefully. So, as an exercise, please spell your name. Practice that on a sheet of paper. For every letter of your name, write down one word that you can use. Okay, you can pause the video and then we'll practice a little bit. Okay, practice 2. May I have your name, please? Alright, so please answer. Please give me your name. May I have your name, please? And how do you spell that? Alright, one more time. When I ask you the question, if you're alone, if you can, please speak aloud. Yeah, practice in real life. May I have your name, please? And how do you spell that? Okay, great. We're almost finished. Now, the last thing we will see is, making an appointment. All right. Here is the little formula that we will use. First, you will start with a greeting. Okay? Hello, hi, how are you? Good afternoon, good morning. Then you will tell me your name. So in the dialogue, hi, this is John Morris. Next, you will say what you want. I'd like to make an appointment. And then you have more than one thing you can say. I'd like to make an appointment for, then you put a noun, for a massage, for a teeth cleaning, etc., etc. Or you can put, I'd like to make an appointment with someone. So you put a name. I'd like to make an appointment with Mr. Smith. I'd like to make an appointment with a doctor. And one more thing you could say, maybe you know this. I'd like to make an appointment to see someone, to see Mr. Smith. I'd like to make an appointment to see a dentist. A dentist is a tooth doctor. Alright, in your mouth. For example, someone answers the phone and I say, "Good morning, this is Chihiro Otsuka. I'd like to make an appointment to see a dentist, please. I have a toothache. My tooth is in pain and I'd like to make an appointment to see a dentist, please." When you clean your teeth, this is called a teeth cleaning. So let's see. Good morning. This is Chihiro Otsuka. I'd like to make an appointment for a teeth cleaning. Very good. Let's practice now. You want to see Dr. Smith because you have a stomachache. Do you remember stomachache? Painful stomach, anakaitai. Let's see what would you say in this case. So you say, "Hello, this is Mariko Otsuka." You can say your name. I'd like to make more than one thing you can say here. So please answer this. Okay, for example, here I wrote, "I'd like to make an appointment to see Dr. Smith, please." Or the other way, maybe you wrote this, "I'd like to make an appointment with Dr. Smith, please." Next one, you want to get a massage. So here, no answer. I will answer the phone. I will be the receptionist and you will answer. You will tell me what you want to do. Okay? Like in the example above. So, ding ding. Good afternoon, Downtown Wellness Center. How can I help you? Okay, so you can pause the video if you don't have enough time, or you can go back, to try again. But here is my answer. "Hi, this is John Wharton. I'd like to make an appointment for a massage, please." All right, you can use your real name also. And finally, same thing. You have a headache and you need to see a doctor. Okay, so again, I'll answer the phone. Ding ding. "Hello, Dr. Payne. How can I help you?" Alright, here is my answer. "Good afternoon, this is Mike Olmos. I'd like to make an appointment to see a doctor, please." Very simple, this is what we saw earlier. Last thing we will do today is deciding on a time. This is very simple. Let's look at this. Choosing a time to meet. Kayla says, "When would you like to come in? When do you want to come in?" And what you will say is, "Well, could I come in today?" You remember, could I? You could also say another thing. For example, do you remember? That's right. You could say, "May I come in today?" "Can I come in today?" All okay, but today we will use could I because this is the safest. Not too polite, not too casual. Could I come in today? Now, instead of today, you could use, well, this afternoon, this morning, at lunchtime, around 1 p.m., around 3, around 4 p.m., around 10 p.m. Well, it's late, but yeah. Or can I come in tomorrow? Or could I come in next week? Next Tuesday? Next Friday? Could I come in on Monday? On Friday? On Tuesday? On Wednesday? Etc. Or as soon as possible? Do you remember? Can I come in as soon as possible? I have a very strong stomachache. I have a terrible stomachache. Can I come in as soon as possible? Now, be careful. You have something called time preposition on Monday at 1 p.m. in March, etc. There is another video, so please look at another video for time prepositions. Today, don't worry about this. Just use today or around. That's fine. Okay? Time prepositions is something different that we will study later. Okay, now let's role play. You have a headache and you want to see Dr. Atkinson. So, appointment, blah, blah, blah. Dr. Atkinson. And your headache is terrible, is very bad, so you want to make an appointment very soon. So I will answer the phone. Please speak aloud as you role play with me. Okay? Let's start. Ring ring. Good afternoon, Dr. Atkinson Cabinet. How can I help you? Okay, and when would you like to come in? I have some space at 2 p.m. Is it okay? Okay, so I'll see you at 2 p.m. May I have your name, please? And how do you spell your name? Thank you very much. Goodbye. Now, you can pause the video if I go too fast. You can try again and again. This is exactly what we practiced before, so you should feel comfortable. Okay? Just practice. It's everything is in the phrases and the practice that we did before. Let's do another role play. That's the last one today. So, oh, actually, no, one more. Let's do the same thing. This time I wrote Kayla's part. So, good afternoon, doctor's office. How may I help you? Okay, when would you like to come in? And what is your name again, please? How do you spell that? Right, great. Now, the last role play we will do, we will not write anything. Okay? We'll do it more naturally. You have glasses, you wear glasses, and you want to see an eye doctor, an optician, for an eye exam, eye test, to check your eyes. And, well, this is not very important, so, well, next Monday is fine. This week, you're busy, you want to come next Monday. Alright? Try to do it naturally as I role play with you. You can try as many times as you want. Alright? So, let's try. Good afternoon, Dr. Smith Optician. How can I help you? Okay, no problem. When would you like to come in, sir or madam? Next Monday. We are very busy next Monday, but I can fit you in on Tuesday at 10 o'clock. Is that good for you? Yeah, okay, good. Tuesday at 10 o'clock. Could I have your name again, please? Oh, and how do you spell that? Fantastic. So I'll see you next Tuesday at 10 o'clock. Thank you very much, Mr. or Mrs. Have a good day. Goodbye. Okay, so this finishes our lesson. I hope this was useful. Now you know how to book a doctor's appointment and you will not be in trouble next time you travel. Please check in very soon for other videos and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.